It is officially the last week of the month, and you know what that means. It's time for our monthly reading challenge. Now, I know in the past I said I was never going to do a 24-hour reading challenge, but I need to kind of reach my goals for the month. I think I actually reached my goal for the month, reading 5 books. I actually have 4 books. And my goal is 5 books a month. So yeah, we're going to work on that this week. Now, instead of doing like the 24 hours where you read from like 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. the next day, we're going to see how much I can read in 24 hours within the span of 3 days, I think. It's already 11:23 today a.m. So if I did it, it would be a lot of hours between 2 days. So I'm going to expand it 3 days, maybe 4 days, depending on how I feel and how much I read. Yeah. So for the books we're going to read that I already have planned out for a while, or plan off to read, 2 of the books I'm currently reading, 1 book is on my February TBR list. And for what is that book called? Truly Devious, the 3 books I have, I'm going to hold off on reading that series for a bit. Because I kind of want to focus on reading standalone books for right now and then like work on series later. Maybe, I don't know yet. But so far I have 3 books picked out. The first book is Loving Amir, and I have been reading this book for maybe, I feel like most of February. Like I've been on this book for a while and I'm ready to finish it, and I have roughly about 3 hours and 16 minutes left to read. So hopefully I can finish this book today. Fingers crossed I can. The next book, and then I'm also currently reading this book, is called The Proposal. I am on page 100. I want to work on this book next because I started this book after Loving Amir, and I want to finish it this week. The next book is Where Sleeping Girls Lie. A little murder mystery YA. I think it's YA. Yeah, because they're at a school. But anyways, yeah, this book is on my TBR list. Oh, yeah. 3rd year of high school. And I've been wanting to read this book for a while. And so far, I heard the reviews are really good. It's kind of different than the other book this author wrote, Ace of Spades. This is more, I guess, slow-paced in a way. Those are the 3 books I'm going to work on for now. We are officially 1 hour in. We are at 22 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds into this challenge. Or left of this challenge. So yeah, we're about an hour in, and I am fighting sleep. But as of right now, I roughly read about like 60 pages. And I have 130-ish more pages left in this book. We're at 70% in. And we have 2 hours and 7 minutes left of the book. But this is why I kind of hate doing these challenges, because I get tired so fast. But I at least want to make it another hour before I try to take a nap or something. I just finished reading Loving Amir. I really enjoyed this book and like the series as a whole. And this is technically the last book in the series. But then like once you get to that last-ish page in this book, the author was like, hey, there's 2 more books coming out. So now I'm very excited that there are more books. Because like I love the whole Winter Moon series. And like all the characters and all the like, just everybody. Like I enjoyed this whole world in a way. But I have 21 hours, 21 minutes, and 27 seconds left to read. And so far, I've read, where is it? 191 pages in about 3-ish hours. I don't know if that's a good thing, because shouldn't it, like, an hour be 100 pages? So if I read for 3 hours, I should be at 300 pages. But I guess I'm just a slow reader. But anyway, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to read The Proposal next. I don't know how many... I don't know the game can, because if I was to divide 24 hours within 3 days, that would mean I'll have to read 8 hours every day. But I think I'm going to extend it to Thursday, maybe, because I do want to read a good chunk tomorrow. But realistically, probably not. So yeah, I'll do it from today, Monday, to Thursday, and see if I can complete 24 hours within 4 days, which is so funny. But yeah, so far so good. I haven't taken a nap yet. I'm very much tired. Like I said, I'm going to take a break, but then I was also thinking, like, should I add another Kindle book to, like, read? So it's not just physical books? I don't know yet. Very tired. Am I hungry? I don't know yet. I don't think I'm hungry. It is day 2 of reading for 24 hours. I have to remember what I was doing for a second. And we currently have 20 hours, 15 minutes, and 26 seconds left to read in this whole challenge experiment type thing. So a little recap. Yesterday we finished reading Loving a Mirror, and we read 191 pages. And then we started reading The Proposal, and we read only 71 pages. Oh wow, I read over 200 pages yesterday. That's a lot. Anyway, but the goal for today is to finish reading The Proposal. We are about like halfway through the book right now, so hopefully, in my opinion, like when you read a book, it goes up, and it takes you a while to get there to like the halfway point, and then once the halfway point gets there, it's like the story goes by so fast. So hopefully that kind of is what happens today. But yeah, the goal is to finish reading The Proposal soon, and then I want to start on Where Sleeping Girls Lie today. And I found out it's an audiobook on Spotify, so hopefully with that I can like get immersed, because I really do enjoy immersive reading. But with Spotify, you only get like 15 hours a month to read or to listen, and I'm currently at 12 hours, so I have 3 more hours left this month, and I want to use the rest of those 3 hours on Where Sleeping Girls Lie. I just finished The Proposal. It's a really good book. It had me cracking up, and I love when I read like romance books or any books in general, and it makes you like laugh and giggle in like real life and stuff. So that was really cool. But it made me realize, no, like I love this book and everything, but I don't like the third act breakup trope or whatever that happens in romance books a lot. And this book have one. I feel like a lot of romance books have one. But otherwise, overall, I really enjoyed this book. The chapters were pretty long in my opinion. And I'm a sucker for like short chapters. But anyway, yeah, I finished this book. I think I read for 2 hours. Yeah, so I have 18 hours, 14 minutes, and 10 seconds left. Oop, can you see that? To read. I'm going to take an hour-long break. It's 2:04 right now, so I start back up around 3 because my eyes are starting to bother me that I probably have to put like eye drops in. But overall, pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to read the third book in this series. I think it's called The Wedding Party. And that book is about Alexa's friend Maddie that we met in the wedding date. Yeah. But I will start Where Sleeping Girls Lie later today. So tired, but so far we finished 2 books within this challenge. The goal is 3 to 5. So we shall see if we make it. So I'm still in the middle of reading Where Sleeping Girls Lie, and if you don't know, in this book there is like Morse code throughout it. So the first one I solved is like on the cover of the book, or the hardcover of the book. I don't even know if it's in a paperback, but it should be in a paperback if it's on the hardcover. But I solved that today, and I don't want to spoil it. It's not really a spoiler, but it is like a phrase that is like mentioned in the book. But I got to chapter 9, and it's like this whole section of Morse code, and hopefully that's like the only one. But I want to solve it, so that's what I'm about to sit here and do. I guess the first phrase was pretty easy to solve, but this is like a whole lot more. So I'm gonna sit here and try to solve it. Who knows if I'll solve it all tonight. But as of right now, I am at 16 hours, 37 minutes, and 29 seconds left to read. And I was hoping to get to like the 15-hour mark today, and I probably will after I try to solve this Morse code. I said I was going to sit here and solve it, and I started solving the first 3 lines, and I just gave up and looked it up. But honestly, learn Morse code, once you like start solving it, it gets easy to like know which letters are which code, I guess, if that's what they're called. But it would have took me forever and a day to finish this code, and I really want to get to reading, or get back into the reading. So yeah, I looked it up, now I know what it means. So far I read 100 pages of Where Sleeping Girls Lie, and I don't even know if I explained what this book is about, but it's pretty much about Sade. She is entering the school for the first time after being like homeschooled for all of her life pretty much. And she meets her roommate, and her roommate ends up going missing her first night there. So like throughout this whole book, or like in the first part when people found out that the girl was missing, people thought like Sade had something to do with it. But she and I guess her friend, but like the friend was her roommate's friend first. They go through this whole journey of trying to figure out what happened to her, and then through this whole process, one of a student at the school like dies. I haven't got to that part, but anyway, as I was reading this book, I was thinking like, would I be able to solve like a mystery, like how characters in books do? Like, will I have like not like the motivation, but like the energy and like, here I go saying like again. But would I be able to solve like a mystery of like either somebody gone missing or like how somebody died or anything like that? And in my head, I would like to say yes. But in like actuality, probably not. And that's probably why I like reading like mystery books, but mostly like YA mystery books. Because I feel like when you get like with like adults mystery book, it's kind of too much in a way for me. I don't really know. But anyway, I plan on reading for the rest of the night. It is 8:27 p.m. and I have 16 hours, 9 minutes, and 50 seconds left to read in this whole 24-hour challenge. But I think I'm making good progress. Because most of today I did read. No, how many hours? I think I started at 20 hours. And if I read for like an hour and a half, depending on how I'm feeling though. I think this may go into Friday. Because I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow that I kind of neglected to read heavily today. But overall, I'm actually having fun reading. Like, when I did like the 100 pages a day, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to sleep. No, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to read. Don't be mad at me, but I did not finish the 24-hour reading challenge. All honesty, life got in the way, but then I kind of forgot that I was doing this challenge in a way, but then I also gave up. But then I also was like, forget it. But yeah, I did not finish the 24-hour reading challenge. Not probably. The last time I actually used the timer, I was at like 14 hours, 20 something minutes left, roughly. And I just didn't feel like doing those hours. But I did finish 3 books during this whole challenge. So I finished Loving a Mirror, I finished The Proposal, and then I left off reading Where Sleeping Girls Lie, and I finished this book yesterday. And I rated this book 5 stars, and I really loved it. It was a really cool book. Like, I didn't have really any idea of where like the book was going. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen with the girl or her roommate who went missing. I didn't know anything about, I didn't expect anything about like the person who died and how that would correlate to the whole story. Like, I wasn't expecting a lot of the twists that kind of happened in this book, which is kind of good because you don't want to be like, you don't want the book to be, what's that word? Predictable. You don't want the book to be too predictable to where you like, okay, that's who did it, that's what happened, such and such and such. In this book, I had no idea who did what, anything was going to happen. I just knew the basics of the story, like everybody else going into it. Like, I had some suspicious about some stuff that happened with Sade, but then it was like, it could have ended 2 different ways, and it ended the way that I didn't think was going to end. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but overall, I really enjoyed this book. And with this author, okay, so in Ace of Spades, when I read that book, I felt like at the end it wasn't too, I guess fulfilling in a way, because I wanted like more to kind of happen. But after I finished this book, I realized that the ending happened like kind of real world-ish in a way. Like, if those books were to happen in real life, that's how it will actually end in real life, and not like a whole book where you ended how you kind of want it to end. If that makes sense. To me, it does. But yeah, I did not finish the challenge, which is okay. I mean, it's a challenge. I'm trying to see if I could do it. Whatever. Yeah, I feel like I should mention how many pages I read in this whole process, because that was the main goal, to see how many pages I could kind of read in 24 hours. But I put it on the screen because I don't feel like doing the math right now. But overall, a pretty good week reading wise. I did finish 3 books, which is not really on brand with me. I normally finish probably 1 to 2, maybe no books in a week, so that's really good. But yeah, I need to figure out what I'm going to do not next month, this month. Today is March 1st. I want to make it a challenge to where I can like complete it in a way. Like I've been seeing the challenge of like reading your name in books when my name is a 5-letter word. So that I'd have to be 5 books. But there's not that many books that start with an I. But anyway, jolly good experience. I will probably try to do it again because I do want to complete it. But as of right now, I don't see it happening in the first half of the year. But yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far.